Welcome to my first UNUN fail video. Hang on, I gotta clear my throat. I see I'm finishing the year off on the same note that I started it with. Terrible quality videos and silliness. Only in this case, we have a problem with this UNUN. For the first time, I had something strange happen with an UNUN. I've done a lot of crap with them. I need a pointer. And by the way, this video features Lana. What pointer you want me to use, Lana? She said, Grandpa, give him the finger. So I will. And I'm going to turn you, hopefully slowly and smoothly, to this UNUN and these wires. You see that alligator clip in the middle of the screen? That's connected to a 17-meter end fed that I put up a few months ago, and I've just never done anything with it. Well, hang on, I'm going to pause you this time. Okay, that wire was connected to this end tap, which you can see I've created by just overlapping the wires over each other. After I got to the end of the useful area on the core, which would have been this tap here, right? And then I just started overlapping the taps, the turns rather. So, and I wondered if I'd have a problem with that. Well, I did finally. With this thing connected to that 17-meter wire, I keyed up with a 100-watt carrier in CW mode, but 100-watt carrier, and I saw a wisp of smoke immediately go tss. And an ex-girlfriend said she falls in love with men because of their sound effects. She insists that men use sound effects typically. I think she's right. And I turned the power down, and to 50 watts. I keyed my keyer again, and again, tss, a wisp of smoke. So I'm going to start cutting this thing apart. And if I can find any compromised insulation, I'll show you. I turned my flash on, so hopefully you can see the condition of this wire. This tap right here, I started unwinding this thing, and this tap fell right off. I don't think it was an open circuit, though. Excuse me. I think it was a valid connection, but just incredibly compromised and ready to break. But let me turn this over, and let me try to find my way here. I'm going to pause this and reposition things. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but that winding is this wire right there. I'm touching it with the point of my pen. It goes down through the core, and it was shorting. I don't know if you can see the black burnt in there. But what it was shorting to was this white wire right there. This it was arcing back 2 turns. This white wire is 2 turns before this one, and I wondered if layering the wire would result in enough of a voltage potential differential between adjacent turns, or between a turn maybe 3 or 4 or 5 back, given this wire's insulation properties, which are unknown. And yeah, that white wire is only 2 turns prior to that brown one. Yep. There's like only 2 turns that separate those 2 windings. And there's enough voltage differential there to arc through. And it's an exceedingly high impedance tap, but still, this wire is questionable. Well, it's not questionable, at least so far. It's not up to the task of layering over the top of it. So to cheat and get a really high Z tap like I did here, to get an 81 to 1 tap like I did here. So you can do that, but wind the wire loosely through the core so that you don't, and you can do that. I've passed one turn real loosely through the core. I'm talking about a 5-inch diameter loop. Loop the wire through the core and there's a turn. Anyway, cook. I'm going to unwind it a little more. Hang on. Oh, looky here, guys. This makes more sense. That white wire, it wasn't 3 turns back. That's ground. I had that 81 to 1 tap laying right next to the ground wire. At 100 watts PEP, you're probably, who knows, man. I've looked at the math before in another video, but it's kilovolts. Whoops. I'm going to rewind this one. 73. Happy New Year. And by the way, guys, thanks some of you for sticking with me. It's been a trying year in many ways. Oh boy, what a year. For me personally, and for a lot of you guys out there, or some of you. Thanks for sticking with me, Terry and Fred and Robbie. Where's Guitar Zen? Last time I heard him babbling in a comment, he was talking about a stack of big toroid cores and power combiners and DARPA and poles. He was talking about DARPA poles. Do you know what poles are? I hope he didn't vaporize himself. Guitar Zen, we miss you, man. Anyway, Happy New Year, all of you. Don't overlap your turns on top of ground. You'll roast your UNUN. 73, be well. Happy New Year. Oh man, I gotta mention Mark. Just such a nice guy, man. Always so cheerful. Golf 6, Juliet, Victor, Yankee. Cheers, mate. That sounds stupid. I will say cheers. And I will say that because of you, the word set screw sounds stupid now. 73, man.